From Empathic Way joins us this morning with more. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
School is around the corner already, right?
I feel like they keep moving the date up for the start time. All the time.
Just to keep you on your toes.
Yes.
Apparently.
And I'm sure there's so much excitement for these kids that are starting, going somewhere new, leaving home. But there's so many things that they might try, too, that could be dangerous for them.
Yeah, I think it's really important for parents to understand that while college is a very, very exciting time, and as a parent myself, I know that I'm looking forward to those days, the risk factors for developing things like an eating disorder or abusing alcohol are absolutely there and available to them. So I think it's really important that they keep that in mind.
And there are a lot of students that will do things to try to manage calories. They'll drink instead of eating, thinking that that's going to be helping them, and that's the opposite.
Right. So the term that's used for this is something called drunkorexia.
Okay.
And really what that is, you know, clients will, if I work with clients, we'll talk about this idea that they sort of save up calories, they restrict all day, or they engage in excessive exercise, purging behaviors such as self-induced vomiting as a way to quote-unquote save calories to be able to drink later. And it's quite dangerous. I mean, not only are you dehydrating your body, but then you're going to be consuming alcohol. So it's really sort of, you know, playing Russian roulette with your life in a lot of ways.
And you have some warning signs for parents to look for in case that this is something that their kids might be doing. The first one, dramatic weight loss or weight gain.
Right. So I think it's important to realize, you know, that first and foremost, the freshman 15 has actually been proven as a myth. I mean, the typical weight gain for most people when they move to college is anywhere between 3 and 6 pounds. And quite honestly, that's just continued normal growth.
Right.
I mean, we're continuing to mature at that age. And so really sort of debunking that myth is important because I think it creates a lot of fear for kids going away to college.
You talk about preoccupation or obsession with weight and food, things like that.
Yeah, so there's also something called orthorexia, where you have people who are really trying to quote-unquote eat healthy, and they're trying to eat clean. That's sort of the new term on the street. And what's really important to remember is anytime there's a degree of rigidity and people are compromising not only their health but their quality of life in order to control what they're eating or not eating, or to be very obsessional with exercise, red flags should go up.
Wow.
You mentioned hiding or hoarding food.
Wow.
Right. So sometimes we'll have clients who, if, you know, when you're out with them at lunch or dinner, you may not notice they seem to be eating quote-unquote normally.
Right.
But the truth is they may be hiding food or hoarding food in their dorm or in their apartment as a way to binge later at night. And it's quite shameful for them. So it's really important to be sensitive when approaching a person about this topic.
Now, you mentioned athletes are also susceptible to things like this, and you also have exercising when sick or injured. Did those two come into play?
Right. So in our culture, you know, I think one of the interesting sort of paradoxes is that we're trying to get kids and teenagers to move and to exercise more, which in and of itself is a great thing. But the problem is that for some people, exercise can become an addiction. And so oftentimes what I tell clients and parents is that even though exercise is good and we want to move, again, anytime it's obsessional, where it's every day, you know, exercising when you're sick or injured, or if you're an athlete and you have your training program going above and beyond that and exercising outside of that schedule to the extreme is, again, another red flag to watch for.
Our bodies need a break. They need a break.
Yeah.
And then lastly on the list, you say evidence of purging behaviors.
Right. So this would be things like finding laxatives in a person's purse, in their bedroom, diuretics, any evidence of self-induced vomiting. Again, those are things that as a parent or as a friend, you would want to be watching for.
There's a lot more to discuss here. We don't have the time to get into it because we really could spend a lot more time talking about this, Jennifer. You're with the Empathic Way. Is there a place folks can come and maybe talk to you?
Yeah,
or is there a website or anything?
Sure. Our office is in Rockland, and so they're more than welcome to look us up on the internet. And then we have a phone number that we can post on that internet site as well.
Okay, so it's going to be linked to our site at gooddaysacramento.com as well. Jennifer Lombardi, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate being here. Thank you.
It's good information.
All right, 7:18. Let's get a check on the roads this morning. Hi, T.
Hello. What an